So a few days ago, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that we put eggs underneath Carol King, our silkie rooster, and our silkie hen, sorry, not rooster, and to hatch out. And we put several silkie babies because we're wanting more silkies because we have a silkie rooster. And and then a few others like our Minorca eggs and Americana eggs and things like that. So we put 10 eggs underneath there all together. We candled them a week or so ago, and 8 out of 10 of them had something going on in them. And so we took the 2 out that weren't doing so great. And then the other morning, Saturday morning, my daughter comes to tell me, she's like, something's wrong. She's like, Carol has only 3 eggs underneath her. And I'm like, what the heck? And so we're thinking that the chickens went cannibalistic and shoved her off her nest and ate the babies because there was no indicator of eggs anywhere at all. And chickens will do that. I mean, that's not out of their nature completely. And so we ended up going out there and looking, but all the chickens seemed totally normal. There was no evidence of anything at all. And so we were just thinking that the chickens did. So that's when we moved Carol over to the kennel with her eggs. She was about to go on lockdown anyways, which is usually when we protect her from the other chickens, just when those babies hatch, so that way they can hatch safely. So we went ahead and moved her over to the kennel onto our patio. Later on that day, we were outside, or I was reading on a forum, and it was for rabbits, and somebody said, watch out for your babies because this time of year, Norway rats are out there looking for anything they can eat. They'll eat seeds and plants and things like that, but they've also known to be as extreme as eating baby puppies this time of year that are newly born. So I'm sure that's an extreme case scenario, but they've been known to do that. So they will eat eggs, and they will peck a hole in an egg, and they will eat the contents of the egg. They will eat the eggshells too if they want to. So my assumption is that one of them got into the coop. And the reason that's a possibility for us is because 2 mornings earlier, there was a rat in the barn. And Olivia said it wasn't a mouse, it was a rat. So we know we have them. And we've had more problems with those types of things because there's a lot of development going on around us. So those rodents are looking for other places. So we went in and, or I did some more research on them. And that's the assumption, is that a rat got into the coop and ended up eating the eggs. And our coop is pretty sealed up, but rats can chew through wire, and rats can chew through wood, plastic, whatever they want to get to a place. We've never had anything get into our coop before like this, but from what I know about a lot of animals is if their head can fit, so can the rest of their body. So we are assuming that there's rats. Well, Carol's due date was today's Thursday, and her due date was Monday, and those eggs have not hatched. And I went out there Monday night, and there's no peeping, no evidence of any hatching. So I got online, and it's still really early to ship baby chicks, so I'm a little nervous. But I found a place that had a sale on silkie babies, so I got an assortment of live chicks. They should arrive here tomorrow morning. I am tracking all of them through the mail. I have all of the alerts, text message alerts, email alerts, all of those things going on. So that way I can know when they get here. They should get here tomorrow. The company is Purely Poultry, and they've been really good about keeping me updated with all of the information for the babies. So we're gonna get a brooder ready, because if they come early in the morning, I want to put them underneath a heat lamp as soon as I get them home. And I want to show you all the process of Carol adopting babies, because she will. She's done it before. We have proof that she will do it. She's a great mom. Silkies are fantastic moms. And so I want to do that process when it's kind of in the daylight a little bit for you all, so you all can see that, because it's really neat. And then she will raise those babies, and everything hopefully will go smoothly. So we'll see. Only time will tell on that one. So we put Carol in a kennel, and she's still sitting on a few eggs, which shows us that she's still broody and wanting to hatch out eggs. And another way to know is she pecks the tar out of my hand every single time I try to reach in there to see if anything has hatched. I have my brooder set up so that way when I get the baby birds in tomorrow morning, which is usually around 5:30 in the morning when they call, I'll go get them and bring them in and put them in here, and so let them get warmed up as quickly as they possibly can. And then early morning, while it's still a little dark outside, we're gonna go out there and introduce the babies to Carol, and hopefully she'll adopt them. But on the off chance that she does not adopt them, I already have my brooder set up, so I'm not going to be scrambling around at the last minute trying to get that set up for the babies, because they're going to be cold and tired, and there's a lot of stress in traveling, and we want to make sure that everything's as smooth for them as possible. I'm going to show you what I did with my brooder. It's really easy. Bought this. I've done a video showing this whole process at one point. We got this tub at Tractor Supply a long time ago. We paid like 90 bucks for it. We have more than gotten our money's worth out of this thing. When we're not using it as a chicken brooder, we put it in the goat yard, and the goats climb on it and they hang out inside of it. It's dual purpose. It definitely have gotten our money's worth. All right, so we have a very small amount of pine shavings down in here. Silkies are super tiny, so you don't need a thick layer of this. Even with baby chicks, even if they're not silkies, you don't need a thick layer of this. You just need a very small layer of pine shavings. Use pine shavings, not the cedar shavings. Cedar shavings is not good for the respiratory system, so we use the pine. And then we have their chick starter here. We use an organic chick starter. I think it's worth the extra cost. And so what I do, because they're teeny tiny, is I go ahead and wet their feed down. That way it's mushy and the birds can consume it easier. I think it helps with their poo too. And then I have their water here, and you'll see that it's got a little bit of a off color to it, but I've got water in there with some ACV, just a little bit of ACV, and then a little bit of molasses. The molasses will help with their energy levels, kind of give them a boost of energy, and then the ACV helps with their digestive system, like keeps them healthy, with probiotics in it. And then this is new to us. This is really cool. This is a heat plate. We've always used a heat lamp in however many years I've been doing this, and the heat lamp is fine. But this is a heat plate, and it is pretty cool. So this is what it looks like. You have that, and it's got these legs right here, and you can put them at different heights. And then the silkies, let's see if I can get you a good view here. Can you see? You see how that has a little bit of spot? They can go underneath there and stay nice and warm. So the cool thing about this too is it has two settings. You have the brooder setting, which is what this whole thing is a brooder right here. And then you have a heater setting, and that heater setting is meant for a coop. So you can put this in a chicken coop if you wanted to, and heat your chicken coop. It does not get cold enough here for me to even worry about doing that for my chickens. So the cool thing is too, is it's got a different set of legs that we're going to use with Carol, but it will have it has it to where it can set up like this on its side. So we're going to do that in the kennel where Carol is. just in case she can't get all of the babies underneath her, they can still get some warmth. Well, we're going to see this. This is supposed to be superior to the heat lamp. You don't have to get one of these, but if you are going to be doing a lot of chickens, I think this is a really good investment. It's not horribly expensive. We paid $40 for it. To me, it was worth it. And then I bought the 2-year protection plan so that way I can return it anytime I want to for whatever reason and get a replacement if something breaks on it or whatever. But this is our first year with this. I think I'm going to like this more, to be honest. So we'll see. We just got a phone call from the post office to let us know that our baby chicks were ready for pickup. I, of course, knew that because I got my text message at 5:44 this morning saying that they had arrived, and it's now 7 a.m. when I just got my phone call to come pick them up. But anyways, we're going to go pick them up and we'll be back.
Yes, ma'am.
So you want to know something funny? I realized that I forgot my mask when I went in. Like,
Were they?
No, they were good. I covered just in case I had prepared to cover myself up with my shirt, I guess. Yeah, I forgot my ID too to show that I was me. Close that because I'm not. All right, ready to see them? Oh, the baby silkies! Did they just send us Americanas too?
What do you mean?
These are Americanas. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Unless those are. No, they're silkies. What in the world? I've never seen a silkie look like that. Yeah, look. Oh my goodness. There's baby silkies. I have never seen. This is how we know that it's a silkie, because of the feet. And they're feathered, and they have 5 toes as compared to chickens who have like 3 toes and like that back one. So they have 5. You can see them. Oh my goodness, I've never seen that. So we've got some white ones and black ones, and then these. I don't know what they'll turn out. Look at this. Oh, I bet that's a rooster, because that one's way cool looking. But they're all happy and healthy and warm too.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. Aren't they adorable?
Look how pretty. That's so silky.
I'm gonna help dip their beaks.
That looks like Mommy, this one's in the corner.
Oh, look, this one's gonna. I think Carol can hang out with all of these babies and raise them. We'll take them outside in just a minute, though.
so cute.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna try to get you all the best vantage point as much as possible. And I'm gonna let Olivia do this because she's the one that deals with Carol all the time. Carol knows something's going on.
Oh, trust me. It's gonna get really fun.
Carol's eggs did not hatch at all, or they didn't peep. They're just showing no signs. So we have the babies, and she'll adopt them.
Trying to get it to go under her.
Right. Just put it underneath her.
Okay. Excuse me.
Help the chick out.
I can't.
There you go. All right, start putting more. Just keep going before she knows what's going on. You're good.
Your eggs are hatching, Carol.
Look, they're hatching at a crazy rate.
And they're already dried and fluffy.
Mm-hmm. Look, she's tucking them in. Aww.
They're cute little ones.
She's so happy.
I know.
Is there enough, like, bedding underneath her still?
Yes, ma'am. Came out.
Like, hey, what's going
And
on?
this one's Doran from The Hobbit.
Thorin.
Yeah.
Oh, there she goes. She's starting to get settled. But she's like, wait.
Quite yet.
It's working.
There's still more.
You've got so many babies, Carol.
Yeah, all your eggs were like double yolkeries that you had.
Aww.
They're all fitting.
Look at her. I know. She'll make herself as big as she needs to make sure all these babies fit. Look, she's tucking them in.
Okay, Carol. Last one.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe they're all in there. Oh, look. Carol's got babies. All 15 babies are underneath her. I don't know if you can hear Carol, but you can't hear the babies anymore. She's making a little purring sound. She's talking to him. She's a happy mama. And the baby chicks are all nice and warm. The reason that we like to do this is, one, because the silkies, it's really hard to break them from their broodiness, and sometimes it's just best to let them sit on eggs. I've tried to break a broody silkie before, and within a day or two she goes back to being broody. And so with silkies, I just give in and let them sit on eggs most of the time. Carol's a really good mom, and one of the things that we've noticed is that when we let a chicken raise babies, the chicken or the babies tend to be healthier, and silkies are really good at foraging. And overall, I really like moms raising the babies as much as possible. It's not always the best case scenario, but when you have a trusted mother, it's really nice to throw some chicks underneath them, especially if you bought the chicks and let them raise them and do that for you. But that's all for today, and we're gonna put Carol in a different setup tomorrow, the next day, something like that, when her baby chicks start roaming around a little bit more. and we'll show you that later. But for now, this is what we're doing. So thank you all for watching. Please hit the like button. That helps us, the little thumbs up. And then also, if you don't mind subscribing to us, that would be amazing as well. Thank you. Bye.